Alright. Welcome back, Granola Man.
I'm here.
Thank you very much. Welcome, Ian.
You're about to be in 3.
I'm enjoying your hype. You want to just start crumping back there for us? Do you know what that is?
No.
Show us what crumping is, Granola Man.
It's pretty much dance fighting. How you doing, Ryman? Are you still sick?
Yep. Getting this chat up though, so I can see it while we're streaming.
Okay.
Awesome.
Well, if you need to throw up any time during this stream, make sure you get it on camera, okay?
Make sure you get on camera. I get it right on my webcam.
In my mouth.
Yeah.
In my mouth.
Oh, the peas and carrots, yeah. My son's I'm gonna baby bird him. Baby bird feed him.
Man, I'm gonna throw up.
Take my nutrient, son.
We got a new special guest.
It's gonna be 2 green screens.
Yeah.
We got the master of Nala Eyes here. We got Nala herself.
And Nala the dog. Nice.
Alright, so we got 1 of 2 episodes this time. It's a 2-parter, so we'll do them both today. Battle aboard the St. Anne. This one, if you're a Team Rocket fan, is packed full of them.
Isn't it St. Annie? Is it Annie or Anne?
I think it's Anne. You don't like Anne Ring?
Okay.
I don't know, I've always pronounced it my whole life Anne, but I have been known to be wrong pretty much on everything, so I would not be surprised if it's Annie.
I don't know.
Annie just seems so childish.
Let us know in the chat.
I would hate the boat named Annie. We go back.
Why?
It's hard not life. It's so childish, that name.
Wow. Okay.
I feel like that's what you name like a little kid.
Yeah, little kids grow up, bro.
And then when she's when they grow up, she's Anne. You know, she abbreviates it, you know, to be more sophisticated and mature.
So what's Brian and Ryan gonna be when we grow up?
Brian, Ryan, we go backwards. While people mature, we unmature and get more childish. So we start with our full names, Brian and Ryan, and by the time we're in our 30s, we're Ryan Bry or Ryan Man and Bry Brian Nolan Man.
Or just B and R.
Yeah, by the time we're retired, we'll be B and R. You know.
Yeah. By the way, I don't know why you named your son Ian instead of Ian.
Ian. It is Ian. He mispronounces it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'll make sure to keep that in mind. Ian.
Yeah. Alrighty, man. Are you ready?
Oh my gosh. I always look forward to these days where we get to just watch Pokémon and have fun and evaluate a kid's show. Like, go way and too deep into it.
Too deep. It makes you feel like you're 10 years old again on a Saturday morning.
Yeah, I like getting real deep into these. I like using Harden and getting real deep into these episodes.
I don't do anything nowadays without using Harden.
Yeah, at least once.
Nala uses Harden.
All right,
and then we can always use double team as well.
To worry about it.
Can you see the 9/11?
Oh my gosh, you're absolutely right. Who would have not cut that? Weird.
Right?
Yeah, very weird.
Because like the other one doesn't look like that.
Okay, well, I can't even keep track of all the encounters we had this time around. I feel like we had probably all the ones we've seen so far, right? Like we've had Oddish and Bulbasaur and Squirtle, Charmander, Pikachu's, Raticate, Starmie, Butterfreeze, Rattata, right? Like, probably all the ones we've seen so far. Geodudes.
There was a lot.
There was a lot of encounters. Oh, look, there you go. That's a perfect picture right there.
Yeah,
Did you just find that?
Yeah, I went back to find that on purpose.
Is that a Kabuto?
Yeah. There's a
I don't know.
Kabuto. There's pretty much like all 150 right there.
Right, probably.
Somebody find Pikachu. Is
Hmm.
Waldo?
Can we count this page, or should we not?
No, these weren't in count. This is a daydream.
Okay. I mean, one of my favorite Pokemons is Venusaur. I might have to go with Bulbasaur. But, I mean, close second. I want to say close second because just the action that we get to see from that Raticate. I would say Raticate would be my number 2 because that Raticate got jumps. That was like Air Jordan, Air Raticate.
Right.
I want to get some like tennis shoes with Raticate just doing the Michael Jordan pose.
Can we talk about that weird ass moveset it has though? Hyper Fang and Super Fang. You know.
I know, right?
Ian, what Pokemon would you choose?
Rattata.
Did we see a Rattata?
I think so. I think we did. It was hard to keep track. There's a part where they're vacuuming all the Pokeballs, and then a bunch of trainers throw like tons of Pokemon in the air. If I'm not mistaken, I think there might have been a Rattata there.
Okay.
If not, then I take that rat that the Butterfree was fighting.
Yeah, the Raticate.
Yeah. That Raticate's got skills. That Raticate's got skills.
Man,
that Raticate jumped like Blake Griffin back in the day, bro.
So I'm torn between the Magikarp because of its golden ball.
Just to have a gold-plated ball.
Yeah. Or I am suspecting that Giovanni's Persian may have perfect stats. Since he calls it perfect. You know?
Okay. So you care more about what's on the inside?
Oh yeah. Or the outside with the Pokeball.
Yeah. I can imagine if it's Giovanni's favorite Pokemon, it's probably pretty strong.
For sure.
Yeah, that Persian was definitely one of the encounters.
Yeah, he was definitely a part of the episode, for sure.
I feel like I wouldn't, if I didn't watch the anime and I just played the games, I wouldn't have liked Persian as much as I do. Because Persian felt like an important Pokemon, because the main guy, the main villain of the show, that's his main Pokemon, which is, I don't know, it says a lot, and it made me like it, because villains are pretty cool, usually.
Yeah. And he definitely comes off as dark and mysterious and ruthless and everything you expect out of an actual villain. You know, like, not like Team Rocket.
Yeah, I think they were trying to do it with Team Rocket the first episode, and they're like, yeah, we can't keep this up. We need these guys to just fill in the plot. Like you said, they cover the plot.
Yeah.
Whatever the plot needs them to be, that's what they're going to be.
Comedic relief.
Yeah. Like this one, it seemed like they were almost leaders, right? Like they were telling everybody what to do. Like they were put in charge of this mission.
They're the only ones with a slogan too, you know, like a entrance.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's hard to put a ranking on it, because it's unfinished. Should we wait till the next episode to do it? Or
we can rank this
do you think we could do it?
We can rank it.
We can what?
We can rank this one, you know?
Yep. Okay, as a first parter.
Yeah.
And then we can rank it together as two parts together.
Yeah, because I mean, like, it had a plot, it had like a beginning, conflict, resolution. You know, instead of it concluding, it just had a cliffhanger. You know, it's not all the parts of a story.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I liked. I mean, the highlight, I guess, all these Pokemon coming out and fighting Team Rocket. I think that's what they were going for. They wanted that to be the highlight of this episode. I think that's what they were going for. in my opinion, my favorite part of the episode was the Eradicate and Butterfree fight. I wish it would have finished. You know, that guy kind of ruined it by saying, "Oh, it's a draw." Blah blah blah. The Eradicate was intense. It cracked open the Starmie Emerald thing, Ruby, whatever it is. I enjoyed this Eradicate as a character, and I wanted to see more of it. I wanted to see the full fight.
Yeah,
so
it would have been pretty sweet to see Ash use it. You know?
Yeah, I would have liked. Yeah, that would have been cool too to see Ash use it. I think I can easily give it because it's still good. I think it is a good episode. It's enjoyable. There's there's kind of a lot going on, but I think that's okay. That's a little bit of, I don't know. It's supposed to be chaos, right? Between like a bunch of Team Rocket grunts to just tons of Pokemon fighting all at once. But I think it's all right. Like I'll give it like probably 3.5 golden balls.
Let's get better than that. What about you, Ian? What did you like about the episode, and what would you rate it?
3 balls.
Ian gives it the tripod. The 3-ball attack. What did you like about the episode?
That's a really hard one. I'm not too fond of this.
Yeah, it was an interesting episode. I mean, did you like the fighting?
Yeah, I feel like that's my favorite part of this episode. I like Team Rocket in this episode, I feel. My favorite part is the one with Team Rocket.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I like different parts of this episode than the battling. I wasn't very impressed with it. It was really just a bunch of like stacking and then like a single move. You know, for me, it was more like comic relief. You know, we saw Pika Pika power twice. We saw our.
Oh, you're not talking about Eradicate. You're talking about the group battle.
Yeah, like the actual climax of the story. Yeah. You know, the Charmander pyramid, the Bulbasaur pyramid. You know, the Geodudes holding hands for friendship circle. You know,
it was cute. It was funny. Yeah,
it's definitely.
I don't think it was supposed to be taken as this is amazing.
You know, it's definitely what comes to mind when I think of like a free for all, like all out chaos battle between like good and evil. You know, or civilians and this evil organization. You know, it was. This is like something I'd see like on Broadway, you know, or like in a musical. You know,
I like it.
The things I personally enjoy about this episode, though, is this is their first time doing a 2-part episode, and so you could tell, you know, they're taking time to try to set things up. You know, like this is our first time meeting Giovanni, the leader. You know, to set up future episodes. You know, they want to bring in this intimidating boss that even they're scared of. You know,
right.
They brought back the samurai, which is awesome.
They brought back the samurai. This is the first time, too, that we're seeing other Team Rocket grunts. You know, like, we're seeing that this organization is beyond Jesse and James, and it actually entails a bunch of people. You know, and it's not just them with this, like, overwhelming budget. Like, all these people had state-of-the-art, you know, like, Pokeball stealing suction things, you know, like vacuums.
Suction things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they are called state-of-the-art suction things. I think that's the technical term.
That was my mom's.
It definitely makes them seem. Definitely makes them seem more menacing too, knowing that it is a whole organization. Because it's no longer like, oh, there's just these like 2 people that think they're some part of some kind of team. Like, it's a lot more menacing than that. It's a huge organization.
Yeah, and the people in it aren't jokes like they are. Like, they're serious. You know, they may not be very strong or powerful so far, but they actually mean business. You know, like, they're not there to joke around. They came to steal the balls, and that's what they were going to do, you know? Yeah. While our Team Rocket's, like, very theatrical, you know, and they care about appearances and stuff that is they don't care about, you know. And things that they were doing actually are setting up, like the Magikarp, you know, is a big step for the next episode, you know. I feel like the ship turning upside down, you know, like I feel like this is an example, like where the Bill episode, you know, like this is like as if the episode ended right now, just unconcluded. This is how I felt at the end of the Bill episode, you know, like all these major things happened and then we would just leave it, you know, and continue on with the story.
Right.
You know, so I'm glad they're kind of like fixing a mistake from before and they're gonna do right by it and make a two-parter.
Really quick, I'm gonna throw this out so I can have it.
Yeah. But no really side characters stood out. The guy with the Raticate who did the trading, you know, had a funny accent. It's really all about he had going for him. He wasn't an amazing trainer, you know, and he wasn't an amazing battler.
Yeah, it's least favorite side character so far for me.
He was nice enough to trade back Ash, you know, like he didn't have to do that.
Right.
You know. But I guess they're just kind of exploring that side of Pokemon that we don't always get to see, you know, like the trading and stuff.
Right. So what do you think?
Oh, I haven't even rated it. I give it 2 Bulbasaur Vine Whips on my back.
Okay. On your back.
While I'm
on your not on your booty.
While I'm dressed in leather.
Oh jeez. You know, I think I totally forgot to mention, like, I'm sorry, but that that whole speech by the ship captain and then him getting into one of the lifeboats was the funniest thing I've seen in Pokemon so far. And I am a sucker for comedy, and I thought this episode had a lot of funny moments, and I think that's probably why I ranked it a little bit higher than you guys, because I love comedy, and this one had a lot of good stuff. Even like you mentioning the Geodude Ring Around the Rosies, I love that. That was great.
It was definitely funny, you know, but just not what I expected, you know, when there's a giant army of Team Rocket fighting a giant army of Pokemon trainers, you know?
Yeah, that's true. It could have been more back and forth, maybe.
And even then, these Pokemon, these Team Rocket, they came with these machines, you know, but they didn't come with any Pokemon to fight back, which is highly unusual for a series named Pokemon, you know, and that's not their first rodeo. It's not their first time doing this. You know, like, they should have been prepared. You know.
I know my favorite part now. I take it back. It's whenever Jesse was cross-dressing.
Of course.
Obviously.
Yeah, no. I could have done without that part. I feel like last episode was sort of, you know, their masterpiece, the Raichu episode. And now it's like what they did with Charmander, right? If there's a Charmander when it's supposed to be sad, there's a Squirtle one that's fun. Here's one that's like, you know, they have to work hard. It's like this whole story of Raichu and Pikachu. Now let's have another one that's funny.
Yeah.
And for some reason, this one kind of tickled my pickle. So
Jesse sure.
You know what I mean?
All right.
Okay. Let's do the next episode. Yeah, we'll do it in a new stream.
Yep. We'll be right back, guys, with part 2. Peace out.
Peace.